So the truth is this. So I knew it was coming. I absolutely not knew it was coming because of how orchestrated it was. The only thing, and I'll state this at the beginning, the only reason I'm upset by being canceled is because I've expired one of my lives. Because first you get canceled, then they make up a reason to put you in jail. And if that fails, they kill you. So now I'm down to my last 2 lives, which is also why while I'm answering this question, I'm still being careful how I'm answering it. I'm not telling you
scary
everything.
shit.
It's scary because they've given me the warning and I'm still running my mouth.
Yeah.
So that's scary. But here's how cancellation works. So I knew it was going to happen because there's very, very orchestrated attacks. So NGOs and charities and all these other
What's going on, y'all? Grind to Motivate back in this thing again, man, with another video. If you haven't been under a rock, then you know that Andrew Tate was recently arrested. Some people say he's been taken in for questioning. Some people say they're just trying to finish him off. Some people say he's back out on the streets. First day out. He need to make a first day out video. That would be actually pretty interesting to see.
Hey, Gucci, how you gonna start the day off, nigga? I'm starting on my day with a blunt of bam.
A first day out Andrew Tate video. I would love that, and I would definitely tune in and review that. We need that, Andrew Tate. Get it done. But yeah, man. If he is being took down like the way they say he's being took down, it doesn't sound good. Some people are saying that the reason that he was took down was because of him having that little beef with the little weird looking chick, Greta Thunberg or whatever. She looks like a woman from like an old kind of like Queen of England and the Queen Elizabeth painting or something. Like, she was such a fat lady, but then you go look at her, she's ugly as hell and stuff. It's like, bro, how did y'all fall in love with that back in the day? You know, it's one of them kind of situations. But he got into a little altercation with her on Twitter. They was going back and forth. She said some little lame things, he said some lame things, and then he did a video about it, trying to flex and stuff and all that. People was like, why are you fighting with a teenager? She's 19, she a grown woman and all that kind of stuff. But I mean, she is small fry though compared to him, I'd say. He basically had some pizza boxes from Romania or something like that, and they was like, oh yeah, that's how they call him. That's how they call him.
Kira needs a face and a name in order to commit murder. But I'm sure you've already figured that much out, haven't you?
I don't think that they're doing that kind of pinpoint research. Also, I think if he's flying on jets or planes or whatever, I think that they know, yeah, Andrew Tate got them in Romania and all that kind of stuff. Let hit him with the Romanian Rico, goddamn. And, it seemed like that's what they try to do. They try to serve him with the Romanian Rico. But the main or worst thing I say that comes out of this is based on that video that you guys saw there. This is one of Andrew Tate's lives. So he first got canceled, then he got arrested, and next it could be punishable by death, unfortunately, man. But one thing that I'm trying to figure out is, why are we going so hard at Andrew Tate when we've got all these straight white males with all this privilege that are running around, quote unquote, by Andrew Tate, that have gotten away with it? Think about the Jeffrey Epstein ring. All those guys are straight white males. Nobody's been caught up. They didn't even publicize the case or tell us any extra names besides what we already knew, because they want to protect the straight white males. So I'm kind of mad that they would go after somebody who's a social media influencer, from what we know on the surface, and not the Jeffrey Epstein folks. Old Andrew might be a straight white male, but he ain't the right straight white male. As you can see, he ain't got them connections like that, so they ain't willing to let him just be out here. Well, we don't know what'll come from this. He might just end up, like they said, being questioned. He might be free, like some of these folks say. I'm not really sure what's true. I'm just going kind of off of what I've been hearing from different folks in different comments. So you never know. But he might get that straight white male privilege. But right now it's not looking like, he's got that straight white male privilege. I feel like they was like, hey, he might present as a white guy and look like a white guy, but we know he's got a little black in him. We remember his dad. He was part of that CIA operation. Well, that's what he's saying. But, he just be saying anything, man. But, we remember his dad, and he's black. So, yeah, that little bit of black in there, we can't let him go out here and influence the masses. Yeah. One thing I will say, that Andrew Tate seems like he does a lot of self-snitching and, constantly telling what's going on and all that kind of stuff. I actually think that's a decent strategy. Because when you think about it, you got all these guys that, suspicious things have happened to them and we don't really know what's going on. They might have been trying to make some big move in the world that would change the power structure from the straight white males, and, they get deleted. Like, you think of all the different black leaders over the past. You've got Martin Luther King assassinated. You got, we know he got assassinated. We know you got Malcolm X, they try to make it like, oh yeah, well, his own people did it to him. His own people did it to him, bruh. Come on, bruh. And you know, there's recently a conspiracy theory that said Muhammad Ali got hit with that Parkinson's, like he got injected with some Parkinson's or something that made him get hit with the Parkinson's. I don't know, but it's not unbelievable because he did stand up to them folks real hard back in the day when it was really, really frowned upon. They also said something happened to Bob Marley where they like went on like a little operation to hit him. I don't know what Bob Marley's done, man. I'm not trying to be disrespectful like to my Jamaican folks or anybody that likes Bob Marley. I just don't know what he's done for them to feel like, oh man, he's a revolutionary. We want to goddamn get him too. But yeah, that's actually a decent strategy, man. And it kind of sucks, man. I kind of was Andrew Tate was kind of growing on me a little bit. Besides, the silly comments about like straight white male privilege or like straight white males being oppressed. And, some of the barbaric things he may say about women. For the most part, I don't really have no problems with him. I think that, his building yourself up as a man speeches are they're kind of regular and everyday stuff, but they're good reminders. Also, some things he says about women, I do agree are true. It's real. It is what it is. But yeah, man, I don't know, man. It sucks that he's on his last life. If we're really going by what he said in that beginning clip. So this is a comment I got on my community post yesterday about Andrew Tate, and I actually read a Fox News article that sounded similar to what he's saying right here. Shout out to him for the information. And it says the official statement by Dicot is pretty severe. 6 victims have been identified who were forced through intimidation, threats of violence, constant surveillance, and psychological pressure to perform pornography while being kept in a studio. Another victim has been identified who, through physical violence, was forced to perform sexual acts on at least one of the identified parties. The 4 identified parties are Dicot asserts reasonably believed to be involved in organized activity. While this is connected to the earlier raid, that raid was at the behest of a woman who managed to contact her boyfriend and purported similar behavior from the brothers. The State Department managed to get her out. One of the arrested parties, after all, is a former effing Romanian policewoman. Them boys going big gang, they crazy. Who is believed to have colluded with the trio. Tate brothers and a second Romanian citizen. It will be interesting to see how this goes. But I'm erring on the side of Dicot probably having a case. So that doesn't sound good. Let's keep going. Additionally, Romanian authorities have seized a number of Tate's assets since November, so they've been at it for a little while, and they've conducted interviews with witnesses relevant to the investigation. This is publicized in their December 4th communication, so this has been ongoing. It's been publicly available information. It's just information that Tate has managed to avoid being publicized in the West, as he might put it. So this whole thing has been ongoing some time for now with increasing escalation. This isn't just some ad hoc heat of the moment raid. So I guess you guys can take that however you want to take it. If Andrew Tate is indeed in the trafficking business, I cannot rock with Andrew Tate. But since I'm not sure, we haven't had anything concrete just yet, I ain't gonna just hate on him too bad yet. But it looks like they hit him with their Romanian Rico. Goddamn. So maybe there's a little bit of validity to what Andrew Tate was saying, him presenting as a straight white male and being a straight white male essentially. He's not getting them privileges that he wants, but I don't really believe it, man. You got special ed black guys out here like, man, they trying to attack our brothers. Goddamn. Boy, stop. Boy, Andrew Tate does not identify with his black side. I mean, he might like his dad and, really respect his dad and talk about his grandma who got all these kids, and that's bad. That's the bad thing. He don't identify with black folks, but he's part FBA. That's silly. That's crazy. That's crazy. But yeah, man. I don't think that Andrew Tate presents himself as black, but at the same time, I think he might, that straight white male privilege might just be, might be crumbling right in front of his eyes, goddamn, because he ain't all the way straight white, and he ain't part of the power plays, goddamn. So I don't know, man. What do you guys think will become of Andrew Tate? Do you guys think this is his quote-unquote Negro wake-up call? Or do you guys think it's just a little small ripple in the water, goddamn, he'll be straight? What do you guys think? Do you even like Andrew Tate? Do you even care that he's gone? Let me know all this down in the comments below, man. If you know anything extra about it, go and let me know down as well. If you watched up to this point, thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I'll see y'all next time.